Story title: The Potter's Second Chance. In the heart of a small mountain village lived a potter named Saran. His hands were steady, his eyes sharp, and his clay bowls were said to be the finest in the region. Travelers often stopped just to see him work, his wheels spinning gracefully, the clay rising and taking shape like it had a soul of its own. But one spring, everything changed. A merchant from the city offered Saran the chance of a lifetime, a large order of 100 vases to be displayed at the royal market. It was his dream come true. Saran worked day and night, molding, shaping, and firing the vases with perfection. Yet when the merchant returned, disaster struck. The vases cracked one after another, ruined by a flaw in the kiln he hadn't noticed. His life's work lay shattered in pieces of clay and ash. The merchant was furious. "You've ruined my reputation," he shouted, leaving without paying a single coin. Saran fell to his knees among the broken vases. The sound of the shards crunching under his hands was louder than any insult. From that day he stopped working. Weeks passed, then months. The once busy workshop turned silent. Dust gathered on the shelves, and the villagers whispered, "The potter has lost his gift." One morning, a little girl appeared at his door. Her name was Anya, the baker's daughter. She held a small piece of broken pottery. "Can you fix this?" she asked softly. Saran looked at her, then at the shard. "It can't be fixed." "It's useless," the girl frowned. "My mother says nothing is useless if you still love it." He almost laughed, but something in her innocent eyes stopped him. "Leave it here," he said finally. That night, unable to sleep, Saran looked at the broken piece on his table. Its edges were sharp, yet it caught the candlelight beautifully. He took a deep breath, turned on the wheel, and began to shape again. Not for money, not for fame, but for peace. The next morning, the little girl returned. On the table was a small cup, its cracks filled with gold paint. "It's not perfect," Saran said. "It's beautiful," she whispered. Her words touched something in him. Over the next weeks, Saran began repairing the broken vases one by one, filling their cracks with gold dust and lacquer. Each flaw became a pattern, each scar a story. The villagers watched in awe as the once failed pieces turned into art more beautiful than before. Soon travelers returned not to see perfect pottery, but to witness golden scars. One day, the merchant from the city came back. He looked around at the shining vases, astonished. "These are the ones you ruined?" Saran nodded. "They were broken," the merchant said, touching the gold seams. "But they're worth more than before." Saran smiled. "Failure taught me what perfection never could." A few years later, the royal family themselves commissioned Saran to create a series called The Second Chance Collection. Each vase bore a golden crack, a reminder that broken things can still be precious. When asked how he learned the technique, he simply said, "A little girl once reminded me that love makes everything useful again." That night, Saran wrote in his journal, "I once thought failure was the end. But now I know it is only the fire that reveals what gold we carry inside." Moral of the story: failure is not the opposite of success, it's the path to it. Every mistake, every scar, and every crack can become beautiful if we have the courage to rebuild with gratitude and love.